What's going on, WWE Universe? The May 4th episode, may the 4th be with you. To my Star Wars fans out there, happy May 4th. The May 4th episode of Raw. I decided I'm going to start trying to film the pieces as it happens, so immediate reaction afterwards, after each segment, so I can put it together faster, so I can have it out before midnight instead of a few minutes after midnight, because that defeats the purpose of it being Raw recap, or Raw, whatever I call it, Raw recap, if I'm not doing it on Monday, you know? So we opened up with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton opened up with Roman Reigns, R&R. You know, they're going back and forth. Randy's like, how many championships have, the gold? Like me, how many has he won? He's like, none. I've won 13. Oh, 14, whatever. He's like, I've done this, I've done that. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? You haven't done this, you haven't done that. Going back and forth. You know, they're having a little nitpick back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And so it was cool watching, and then New Day comes out, and I'm kind of like, what? Why? What's going on? And they're like, yeah, according to Kane, that was her demon, we have a match with you right now. 3-on-2 handicap. And I was just like, let's see where this is going, because I thought it was going to end up, oh, the two of them going to have a match right now. They're the main event, but we'll get to that in a minute. And so they make jokes, New Day cracks jokes on Randy and Roman, and it was funny. There was one that Big E said, and I wish I could remember it. I should have wrote it down. But if you probably find it on YouTube somewhere. Hopefully you watched my video first, and then you go find it on YouTube. Or if you have the WWE Network for only $9.99 a month, then you can watch it later on, or on Hulu. Anyway, I'm not plugging Hulu because it's Hulu. Anyway, Randy and Roman start dealing out some good stuff. You know, they're powerhouses. You know, Big E, he's a powerhouse too, so he's rolling with the punches. And Xavier Woods and Kofi did very well against the two of them. And they held a large majority of the match. And so I was just sitting there like, wow, this is new. It's a new day, of course, but had a plug. But I was just thinking, why? You know, what's the point of this? And Roman, after getting beat down some, he finally gets a tag. Randy, and you know, Randy does his thing. He gets Kofi in there for the DDT off the second rope. He's getting ready to pin him, and Xavier comes back. He's like, hey, Randy, and turns around. Randy hits him with the RKO. He picks up Kofi, and as soon as he picks up Kofi, Roman Reigns was going to spear Kofi, like he's going to set up like a double team thing. But Kofi, as fast as he is, Kofi saw it and reversed, and like just sidestepped out the way, like split second sidestepped out the way. Randy gets speared by Roman Reigns, and Big E pulls Roman Reigns out of the ring by his boots, and Kofi Kingston gets the 1-2-3 over Randy Orton. So New Day has officially beaten Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Oh wow, yeah. I was in shock, but it's cool because it builds up a little more heat between Randy and Roman. You know, that's what they kind of did, because tonight they have a match against each other for the main event. Kane, they were back there in the cheering. Yeah, New Day, we won. Told you we do it, Kane. Kane has an interaction with Seth. Seth is like, yo, that was cool, whatever, but, you know, protecting me is the big thing, and the authority's going to come back and get you for what you've been doing to me. Kane was like, yeah, about that, you're going to have a rematch against Dean Ambrose without any interruptions, blah, blah, blah. So, you two in the ring, J&J Security are banned. Let's go. And Seth was like, you can't do that to me. The exact point of me being the champion is what you're supposed to be doing is not letting me compete, like keeping me out of the trouble, out of the way and stuff like that and protected. And Kane was like, hey, yeah, no, not really. So, yeah, go do work. And he was like, but you were the problem last time. He's like, whatever. So he has Seth has a match against Dean Ambrose tonight. Ryback and Bray Wyatt cut a good promo. You know, I freaking love Bray Wyatt. He's probably my favorite top 5. No, he's probably my favorite full-timer right now. Let me see. And so that's going to be interesting to see them fight at Extreme Rules, whatever that build up, because Ryback's just like, you know, fear, I eat fear. I keep feeding off of it and turn into positivity, so bring it. And Bray Wyatt's like, okay, I got your number, boy. That's what he said. Wow, crap. I remember Big E told Randy Orton, I'm going way back, he was like, yo, don't be upset that, or don't focus on your failure that Seth Rollins has your number. In fact, he's got it on speed dial. And Randy's head just... I thought that was funny. Okay, back to where we were. Anyway, back to where we were. After that promo, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd versus the Ascension. I was just thinking, what happened to the Ascension? And then they come out. And I was like, okay, there they are. Of course, they lost. And Tyson and Cesaro were in pretty good form. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I'm going to watch the next little bit up until the commercials and come back and let you know what happened. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, you know, there's two big names, so you're just kind of like, what's going to happen? Who's going to win? And everything like that. It'll look good for Dean Ambrose to win. Just the match is about to start. Kane comes down and he's like, yo, about this match, let's put an extra stipulation on it. What could I know what I could do. The stipulation is, if Dean Ambrose wins this match, he will be added to the roster, to the match card for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, Seth objected to this, very much so. But since Kane is the COO, he's like, I overrule you, so yeah, it's happening. So, you know, Dean and Seth go at it. They go at it hard. Dean pulls out all the stops. He's like flying over through the second rope, going over the top rope with Seth. Seth is putting it out there too. Like, apparently the curb stomp has been banned by WWE people because of its riskiness or something like that. It's kind of like when they banned the jumping or the leaping tombstone pile driver. A pile driver in itself is enough already. Like, if you're not holding a person tight enough, you go down, they could slip and actually break their neck or something like that if you don't have good control on it. So if you're leaping and you take the extra, you know. So if you're running and you're jumping in the air and stomping down on somebody like that, it could be a problem. But they're professionals. They have practiced how to do it safely. Just like an AA, just like an RKO, just like a stunner, just like for everything. Okay? Just like every freaking move they do, they have trained. Yes, it may hurt to some extent. Yes, there may be some complications and things can go wrong. So I understand why they may be doing it, but at the same time, people are protecting their necks and being prepared for it. It's not like they're just going out there, load it up, BAM! Curb stomp. No, that's not how it happens. You know? So I was just like, there's no curb stomp. And I kept looking for curb stomp and it didn't happen. Dean got his butt handed to him a little bit too, because Seth was going in on him in the corners, you know, kicks, super kicks, flying off the top rope, everything like that, because, you know, Seth's pulling out of stops too. But J&J Security comes out, so Dean lets Seth go and throws one into the other. I can't tell him to do it. I should be able to, but I just don't care about J&J Security. And I know they used to be back in the... I still don't care. So, but I do know. He threw Noble into the other one. Out the ring, the ref was like, sidestep. He was like, nope, I'm not getting involved in that. I just moved out the way, so I didn't get knocked out. Seth pushes Dean against the ropes to try to do a roll-up pin, but Dean holds onto the ropes and spins around, reverse it, rolls him up into a pin, sits on him, holds him, packs him up. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose is now in the main event for Payback as the 4th participant for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It would be a fatal 4-way. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton. 25% chance of winning for each of them. I'm freaking excited to see what happens in that match because those are just 3 good people. You got the Shield and Randy, and they all got a history together. So I'm waiting to see how it plays out. Man, I don't know what interference might happen or anything. J&J Security might die that night, you know, if they try to interfere because there's 3 other people that don't like them. So it's going to be interesting. I can't freaking wait. So yeah, let me know what you think about that new turn of events. I'm going to go watch some more. Peace. Welcome back to WWE Universe. Just saw John Cena take on Sami Zayn for the US title. And that was exciting because you're in Montreal, you know, and Cena's out there, you know, giving this whole little spill. Didn't really pay attention to Cena. And then Bret Hart's music comes on. I'm like, wait, are they going to let Bret fight? Is he going to fight? But I was hoping for the hope. But he came out and he was like, you know, I'm introducing someone. And while he's trying to introduce this person, of course, you know, Sami Zayn. What's left of the 3-man band? Heath Slater, it's 1-man band. So he's a soloist, 1-man soloist. None of it makes sense. Anyway, he comes out talking about his crap. I'm tired of getting beat up and messed up out of nowhere. People are always just beating me up. I'm getting tired of it. And while he's saying that, Bret Hart pops him in the head at one time. He knocks him out, knocks him down. He rolls out the ring. And then he's like, the person I was going to introduce is a native Montreal implant, native Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn comes out. I freaked out a little bit. I was like, oh, cool. They let Sami Zayn come up. They're pushing people up faster than I expected. And, you know, Sami's trying to take the title from Neville Owens. And, Neville Owens. Really? From Owens in 2 weeks. Why would they do that in 2 weeks? Well, it's before Payback. Never mind. Don't worry about that. Just forget that didn't happen. Alright. So, Cena, and you know, he gives them a match. He doesn't just play with them, which is good. But 2-3 minutes into the match, maybe a little more than that, Zayn messes up his shoulder. And it's enough that the doctor gets in there and he's like, yo, are you okay? Like, for real? He's like, yeah. So he does a couple pulls off the ropes. The doctor checks and everything. Doctor pulls it for him. He's like, okay, I'm good. He goes in. You can tell it's still a little hurt. He's holding it. And so they go in, and Cena gained a little more respect from me today because he recognized that he was legitimately hurt. But he still gave him a match, but took care of him at the same time. You know, he didn't just go all full out trying to kill the man, but at the same time, he didn't just punk out and walk away and just give him a little cheap match either, you know? So he was just like, you okay? He's doing the whole, are you okay? Are you okay for real thing? To go into it, he did a couple better moves, you know, gets him in the corner, a couple of kicks, blah, blah, blah. They go at it, you know. He tries to do the whole 3 moves of doom, but he catches him for the drop. You can't, gets rolled up for a pin, kicks out, puts him in an ankle lock. Not ankle lock. Gosh, I'm off my game right now, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Puts him in the submission move, holds him, locks it in. It's like, nah, gets to the rope. Samian gets to the rope. He tried to AA him, but when he put him over, Zayn landed on his feet. He half land, half sit. He was like, okay, got up. They were able to both bounce off the ring, double clothesline. They're laid out in the ring. Sami Zayn hits his finish move, Blue Thunder on him, and he's got him. It's like 1, 2, and you're like, oh, this is about to be it. And as soon as the ref's hand is about to hit, Cena kicks out. Cena finally he's like, screw it, AA. Before the AA, he's like, screw it. He jumped up on the rope, did a very, very sloppy stunner, rope stunner. Like, he went off, and like, he's like this, but his head's like over here, so it's like, yeah, it's just like, bloop. Like, I was just like, so it's kind of crappy, but not kind of, it was sloppy. It was real sloppy. But they sold it, did it anyway, and he did it. Sang it, sold it, but moved away at the same time. So it's like, boom, so, oh, but I'm going to move though. And he moved back. And Cena's like, screw it. AA, boom. 1, 2, 3. He retains the championship, but he did go. The ref was like, oh, say it back, blah, blah, blah. And Cena was just like, cut it out. It's like, cut it out, cut it out. Like, stop, for real. And he's like, are you okay? And the ref's like, keep them separated. Here's your champ. He's like, cut it out. And he's like, oh. And he's like, are you okay? And he goes to the corner. Cena's kind of like, because he's disappointed. He's at home. And he lost, injured and lost. And Cena's like, screw that. Are you okay? And he sticks his hand out. And he's like, come on. Like, and he shakes hands. They shake hands. And then he helps Zayn. He pulls Samian up. And he comes with him to the center ring. And then Cena holds his hand up and walks out of the ring and lets him have a spotlight moment, which I respect the hell out of Cena for that. Like, I really do. And it's great to see that, yeah, he's a champion. People are like, Cena sucks, whatever. But at least he had enough respect for this man. He's like, this is your home. This is your match, like your first big thing with WWE on the Raw level. So I'm going to let you have this moment. Cena didn't stand there, running around celebrating. He stood him up, held his hand in the air, and slid out the ring. I didn't realize Cena slid out the ring until they showed him all the way up at the ramp. And everybody was cheering for Zayn. So I really respect Cena for that. So I'm going to go watch some more. We got the Divas match coming up. Probably going to piss away, but I don't know. I'll catch you there. What's up, WWE Universe? The Divas match really wasn't a match. It was more of a beat down. I'm actually excited. This is the first time I've been excited about a Divas situation since AJ came back. And now she's gone, so I have Paige to look forward to. But now, I got Tamina Snuka to look forward to. Oh man, I'm so excited. Like I cut this off and sat down and flipped out when I saw Tamina come out. She came running out. This is what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be Naomi versus Brie, fight, and we're probably gonna sit there. Oh no. But while the Bella sisters were coming down, the Bella twins were coming down, enter Naomi and Tamina freaking Snuka. Just boom, bam, handling business. Destroyed them, beat the crap. Tamina delivered a super kick to Brie. I hadn't seen none in years by a diva. Like, she just, like, she, you thought she was about to kick a spider on the wall. Like, she was, like, oh, I'm glad. If I'd have kicked my camera, I would have cried. Anyway, so Naomi apparently is like super heel now. Like, I don't know. She was like, she's like, your sister tyranny of holding the Divas Championship is over. Ruling the Divas division. This is what family do. Someone in the audience tried to get smart with Naomi. It was like, we don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. Go back wherever. And she's like, well, you heard it. And walked off. And I was like, you can't tell that woman that. That's her job. Shut up, bub. But, oh man, it's so exciting. So exciting. Some people are kind of like, wait, that's what family does. But what? Tamina is Jimmy's cousin, who is married to Naomi. So they're cousins by marriage. Naomi and Tamina are cousins by marriage. Thought Tamina was gone, got fired, something like that. Someone thought she got fired, but she's back. She's freaking awesome. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm gonna go watch more. What's up, everybody? Alright. We had Stardust versus R-Truth. You know, R-Truth's both of them are good fighters. And Stardust had this bag with them. You're kind of like, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's going on, you know? What's in the box? Anyway, so there's something distracted audience. Everybody's kind of like, what's going on? And they're having a match. And Stardust finally gets his bag. And there are fake spiders in it. And R-Truth flipped out and let him pin him for the win. You kind of like, what's the point of that, you know? But it's filler. I understand they gotta keep them active and relevant. So that happened. Yeah. Then you have Fandango. Yeah. You have Fandango who came out in Fandango against Rusev. And of course he lost. And when he got put out the ring the first time, when Rusev threw him out, he started Fandangoing and was looking at Lana. And Lana was... Rusev already don't like her modeling for the audience, or didn't like dancing, so he sent her away. She looked like she's about to cry. And that whole thing, I'm getting sick of that. Let the girl put on an outfit, whatever. She can fight in that dress for all I care. You know you thought the same thing. Anyway, let her fight. You know, do whatever she wants to do. Put on, like, let the girl go. Like, something has to break this up eventually. And I know that's what they're doing now, because they did the same thing with Damien Sandow and Miz. They did the same thing with Stardust and Goldust. Eventually it's going to come a time something's going to break and snap and everybody's just going to fall out. That's probably going to happen soon. It's probably going to happen at Payback. Be warned. Just spoiler alert. You know? So, yeah, that happened. I'm going to go watch some more. Peace. Alright, what's up, guys? We had a tag team match between King Barrett and Sheamus against Neville and Dolph Ziggler. I enjoy seeing Neville and Barrett compete, and they're both Englishmen, so they've got that kinship. So maybe that's why I like seeing them battle. And I like seeing Neville perform because he doesn't just give up. And it's weird because he's so stocky, he's so built and short. He's like, yeah. He kind of reminds me of, what was it? From the Looney Tunes, when the little puppy was like all messy. Like, that's kind of reminds me of. So he's got the tenacity, you know. I was hoping for the Red Arrow joint, but it didn't happen. Ziggler performed well, but of course he disappeared from the match because him and Sheamus got into it outside of the ring. He kind of put spear on Sheamus through the second rope, and they both fell over and got tangled up in the ropes and fell and went at it. And Sheamus just picked him up, threw him over into the announce section. Then that left Neville and King Barrett in the ring. Neville was doing his thing, you know, reversing. He's quick, so you know he's flying. He flew over the top over the top rope, caught King Barrett on the way down and didn't even fall down. He just came, boom, and then kept running up the ramp and then walked back down and said, yeah, what? Kept perfect balance. Amazingly physically talented individual. And it's good that they're giving him a lot of play and not just wasting him, you know? Some people, they come, they're just like, oh, like Ascension. When they first got there, they were okay. You know, they had their play, but now it's been how many months, and we just saw them today? So then we had the two of them just in the ring, Neville tried to, go for the win, but when he tried to come off the top rope and come down on Barrett, Barrett caught him with the bull hammer. And of course, with the bull hammer and any other thing that happens, that's a special move on WWE 2K15. When you push R2, try and push R2, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Neville and Dolph Ziggler lost to King Barrett and Sheamus. I think it was a good booking. It keeps them relevant and it keeps the people that have beef with each other together and have common enemies and stuff like that. So I'm going to go watch the main event. Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. It's going to be good. Peace. Y'all, I'm a little confused. Our main event was Randy versus Roman, and Roman was like, yo, Randy, our common enemy is Seth. Seth's the enemy, blah, 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 let's go handle it, whatever. And Randy was like, nah, this is our match, though. So he tries to RKO Roman. Roman pushed him off. He's like, really? Okay, no. So they going at it, blah, blah, blah. J&J Security, they're serving as the special announcer and special ring announcer and the timekeeper. Seth is a special guest commentator, and Kane is the ring enforcer to make sure everything happens. So fast forward, Roman and Randy end up outside the ring. Then Jimmy comes running around. Pop gets knocked down. Kane keeps both J&J Security back so Randy can get back into the ring. Randy tried to RKO Roman again, missed. Eventually we end up with a Superman punch to Randy. Randy goes down. Roman is, amped up. He's like, oh yeah, okay. And he walks back to the other side of the ring to gear up for a spear or whatever. But Randy rolls out of the ring, and Kane tries to grab Roman and misses completely. Like, Roman's already gone. He's like, crap. So he's sitting on the edge. And so they're like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, so let's set it back. You see everybody's like, crap, we screwed up. Set it up again, everybody. Set it up again. So Roman runs over and then runs back and puts his back to the thing so he can get pulled out the ring. Everybody starts beating up on him. Seth is like, it's time, it's time, it's time. Throws it down, throws off the headset. They go running around to the other side of the ring. Everybody starts jumping on Randy Orton. They put Randy back in the ring. Roman is trying to help, and Roman gets thrown headfirst into the turnbuckle. He's down. Randy's still getting beat up. They finally get Randy back in the ring. Randy's trying to fight back. He's kicking and fighting, but the numbers caught up with him 4-on-1. So he's getting beat down, and everybody's like, we want Ambrose. We want Ambrose. So Roman gets in. He starts trying to help handle business too. And Dean Ambrose finally comes out. They all eliminate J&J Security. They eliminate Kane. And it's just the 4 participants for the main event for Payback. Which I was just like, what's the point of this? They couldn't think of a better way to set up for them being in the ring. I have seen better brawls happen that resulted in the same result last year and the years before and the years before and the decades before. They could have thought of anything better than this. But anyway, Randy, Roman, Dean, and Seth. And Seth is like, oh crap, and all 3 of them are looking at him. So he's like, he tries around, he avoids Randy, he avoids Dean, and Seth gets caught with a spear by Roman. He rolls out the ring. Roman's like, that's right up, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah. And you see Randy looking like, So Randy spins him around. He's like, hey, boom, RKO to Roman. Roman's laying there. He's just like, that's what I was telling you. Ah! And he rolls out the ring. And so Dean's kind of like, huh. So he spins Randy around. Boom, dirty deeds to Randy. and Randy was out, and then it's the only one left standing there, kind of like pacing around and joint. You know how he does. He's like a little dog on cappuccino. He's like, so that's how the match ended. Really wasn't much of a match, more of a brawl at that end part. I think they could have did a better job with that. But that's Raw. Getting ready to put everything together. I was looking at it. It's probably gonna be longer than the other ones if I just wait until the end and come out here and spit everything out real quick. So we're gonna see how this goes. I hope it's less than 15 minutes, because you know y'all start watching after 1 sometimes, so you probably won't even hear this part. If you do, I'm sorry. And please keep watching all my videos, please. Thanks. El Phoenix for El Phoenix Rising. Thank you for watching. May the 4th be with you. Episode of Raw. Y'all have a freaking great, awesome night and a great day. If you don't see this until when it's midnight here, have a great morning.